Principle number 10, compassion is not compassion for oneself. It's contentment in the moment. And this one, I promise, has been, still is one of the most challenging principles that I have tried to implement in my life. Um, Lao Tzu was a Taoist. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the world belongs to you. So, in my world, when I was in India, I heard a saying that there was a man who said, everybody comes to India to find a guru. You need to go home, plant a garden, and be content. This is the way. And I thought, wow, that's easy. When I get home and I go back to India, I'm going to go plant a garden and I'm going to be content. Oh my gosh, to just be content with a garden in your backyard. It's not that simple. That man. So the work really is this contentedness, this underlying contentedness. Where is it found? And through the yoga practice, I have glimpses of it more and more as I've aged. Now being on the yoga path for 20 years, and what I realized that the world is often sending us messages about, oh, is this enough? Or you did, this questioning, what are you doing? Where are you going? All these kind of things, especially children. Where are they going? What are they doing? Are they learning enough? Are they not learning? So there's this constant struggle of back and forth of underlying discontent, like, what is it? So one of the keys that I found was that beautiful next quote in the book, an old parable: if the sun doesn't shine on you for a day, it is still shining a day and a night somewhere in the universe. And I think this is where the deepest contentment actually really lies, is when we are sitting in our meditation. If you've developed a meditation practice, is that feeling of calm stillness. It's always there. It's like a sun. So we can rest into that. And the more that we meditate and the more that we tap into this neutral, calm space, even in the most torrential days, the most torrential experiences, you can rest in that. You can. And this is the deepest practices. The deepest practices are when life is at its most challenging. So, and it doesn't matter if you are, uh, a jet setting business person. If you are running around, you have yourself. You can tap into it yourself. And the more that we all tap into this space that is inside of us, we can offer this calm space to everything around us. So we become calm refuges. And when we have that calmness, like the birds, they don't know where their next meal is going to be. All day they're out and about looking for things, just like all of us in the marketplace, doing our work in our businesses. But they still sing their songs. They still fly. They still sit in the trees and watch. This is all part of the experience of being on this planet, this experience of being in this body. We all have this time to be in life, and we can get there if we cultivate that state of being. So the meditative state is that ability to sit and be. Now, the yoga practices, and this is kind of what I teach in classes and things, are the tools and techniques. So, tools and techniques for meditation. Some people need more tools and techniques, breathing practice, deeper practices to get them into that calm state of being. And then obviously the more you do asanas and the more you learn about, they're actually quite medicinal to the body. They actually help us unlock energy and get us to be in that very uplifted, heightened state of being. So that is the beauty of a yoga practice, and especially over time, you can keep that feeling of lift of energy in your life, in your mind, in um, your person. So, but meditation and that place of calmness, that deep contentedness, if we can walk in the world with this, then it is definitely a game changer. And it helps us look at things from a very almost like a bird's eye view, to see it from a wider vista. So that's what this principle is about. And this is what I constantly am working towards, this state of contentment. And I invite you to see places in your life where you are discontent. And this is a great study for yourself. If you have these places that you're really irritated, can you see it as a work in progress? Can you see that half painted painting as a work in progress? Can you see that disorganized space as a work in progress? So instead of getting stuck there, rather just being in that calm space to work through that stuckness. And if there's something that you feel stuck in, an idea, can you just be in a place of contentedness until the idea comes through? I hope it's a lot of things to unpack and look at inside of yourself, but this is what this course is about, is to unpack and look inside of yourself so that you can get to that deeper part of you, that deep inner being that you can live from. Thanks for principle coming to principle number 10. I'll see you for principle number 11.